All right, let's talk about something you probably see every single day: wood. I mean, it's one of the oldest building materials we've ever used, but its future, well, that's being shaped by one of our newest technologies: artificial intelligence. We're going to dive into how AI is learning to spot the hidden flaws in wood that you or I might totally miss. And trust me, it matters way more than you think.
So think about it for a second. What makes a piece of wood good or bad? At a glance, it seems pretty simple, right? You might look for a nice smooth grain or maybe a consistent color. But in the world of construction and manufacturing, where just one tiny weak spot can cause big problems, the stakes are so much higher than just how it looks.
And that's not an exaggeration. A tiny, overlooked defect in a piece of wood can completely compromise its structural integrity. We're talking about catastrophic failures. So finding these little flaws isn't just a nice to have, it is absolutely critical.
Okay, let's get into the weeds here. To really solve this problem, we first have to understand what we're even looking for. What are these flaws in the wood, anyway?
Well, there's a whole catalog of them. Some of them, like knots, are just a natural part of a tree's life. But others, like splits and checks, can happen during the whole milling and drying process. And here's the thing: every single one of these can create a structural weak point, turning what should be a strong, supportive beam into a serious hazard. For centuries, the only way to spot these flaws was with the human eye. But as you can probably guess, that's slow, it's tiring, and honestly, it's really subjective. What one inspector might see as an acceptable knot, another might flag as a critical flaw. So automation was the obvious next step, right? It's fast, it's consistent, and it's objective in a way a human inspector just can't be at the end of an 8-hour shift. So the industry took that logical leap. We moved from relying on people's eyes to the first generation of automated tech. This was a huge step forward, no doubt, in terms of speed and consistency. But, as we're about to see, it was a long way from being a perfect solution. These early systems were called Automated Optical Inspection, or AOI. They used cameras and some pretty basic processors. And yeah, they were an improvement for sure, but they were also easily fooled. A simple change in the lighting, a little bit of moisture on the surface, or just the beautiful, natural, unique texture of wood could completely throw them off. It was clear they needed a smarter brain. And this is where things get really fascinating. To get past the limits of that simple automation, engineers turned to AI, specifically a field called machine learning. They decided it was time to teach the machine not just to look, but to actually see. So what even is machine learning? Well, in simple terms, instead of trying to write a bunch of rigid rules for what a knot looks like, it's round, it's dark, you just show the computer thousands and thousands of pictures of knots. The algorithm then starts to figure out the underlying patterns all on its own. It essentially becomes its own expert. Now, this slide here shows the general workflow for how you train one of these models. You get the data ready, you extract features, you train the model, and then you optimize it. On the surface, it looks pretty straightforward, right? But there is a huge challenge hiding in plain sight, right there in step number 2. And that's the crucial point, that feature extraction step. See, before the AI could learn anything, a human expert had to sit down and manually tell it what to look for. Things like texture, the patterns in the grain, color changes, how sharp the edges are. It was incredibly time-consuming, and you needed to be a real expert to do it. You basically had to spoon-feed the machine how to see. And this slide right here perfectly shows just how insane that manual process could get. Now, don't worry about understanding every single box. That's not the point. The key takeaway is just to see the sheer number of steps. All this stuff about feature extraction, clustering, creating a visual dictionary, all of that had to be done by a person before the AI could even start its job. This was a massive bottleneck. So that bottleneck is what led to the next major breakthrough, the deep learning leap. This whole new approach promised to solve the hardest, most time-consuming part of the entire process. So let's look at that process again. With traditional machine learning, this step, manual feature extraction, that's the roadblock. That's where all the human effort, all the time, and all the expertise got poured in, which made the whole thing slow and super complex. But now, let's switch over to the deep learning solution and see how it builds on this. Deep learning models, especially a type called convolutional neural networks, or CNNs, they completely change the game. That feature extraction step, it's not a separate manual thing anymore. It's built right into the model. The network learns the important features all by itself.
And this is a massive, massive advantage. Deep learning doesn't just automate the hardest part, it actually gets better results. It can learn these subtle, complex patterns that a human might never even think to program. And some of the more advanced models, with cool names like YOLO and Faster RCNN, can even draw a precise little box around the defect, telling you not just that there's a flaw, but exactly where it is.
So where does that leave us? We've journeyed from the human eye to simple cameras to machine learning, and now all the way to deep learning. Let's take a look at how they all stack up. This table gives us a really great snapshot. The traditional machine learning methods, hey, they hit a pretty high accuracy, over 94%. But like we talked about, they came with all that baggage of manual feature engineering. Now look at the deep learning models. One of them, BLNN, hits an incredible 99% accuracy on certain types of defects. Now sure, there are always trade-offs, like how much computing power you need, but that leap in performance is just undeniable. So the takeaway here is crystal clear. While machine learning was a huge step up, deep learning is really the state of the art right now. It is the most powerful and accurate way we have to automatically make sure the wood we all depend on is safe and high quality. And that really leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? We've taught a machine to see these nearly invisible flaws in a natural, really variable material like wood. So what's next? What other critical problems, hiding in plain sight, maybe in medicine or manufacturing or even environmental science, what else could an AI learn to see for us?